What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5'3". Man, I'm back again. I'm back again. I don't know if you want to call it story time or whatever you want to call it, but it's called addressing the State of the Union. That's what I'm gonna call it. Talk to my people, man. I meet a lot of people all the time that watch my show, and young people. You know what I'm saying? Especially young dudes. And a lot of them tell me all the time, Toon, man, you always impart it. I listen to you every day, man. You impart wisdom to me, man. I learned a lot, man. You showed me a lot. You taught me a lot. Da 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 da. Even some women, but mostly the dudes that speak along those lines. And look at my cat back there, y'all. You see her? Look. She want to go outside. She ain't going nowhere. She gonna sit right there. She been running streets for the last month. Sit her butt down. But anyway, tonight is one of them shows, man, where I'm gonna impart some more wisdom to you. Now, I might be on my old man stuff. I might be on my old man stuff. Like I say, the older you get, you're supposed to get more wiser. Whether that's true or not, I can't say. For some it's true, for some it's not. But anyway, for me, it's true. I can beat around the bush, but I'm going to get straight to the point with this one. Man, listen, especially young dudes out there, man, who crazy about their daughters. Man, you know what I'm saying? The little young daughters. And I ain't just say the dudes. Mamas too. Mamas too, man. I'm just literally watching how society is changing. I'm watching how society is changing each and every day, man. Here it is, 2024. Values, principles, morals, all that has pretty much gone out the window. It's pretty much gone out the window. A lot of people don't have them no more. Period. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to the young kids. Now, the things that they're doing and saying in 2024, especially with music, I'm going straight to the music. Y'all know how I feel about that, a lot of that rap stuff, so I'm going in on them today. The things that are said in music today in 2024, and that is allowed to be played on the radios, not just if you buy your own tapes, but I'm talking about that's being played out of the radio stations for everyone and their parents and their grandparents and their grandchildren to hear, for anyone, is vastly different from the music in the 1970s. And like I say, always, of course, things change. Don't none remain the same, man. Things change all the time. So I just listened. I said, wow. Now, of course, with me being gone in prison a long time, I didn't have the opportunity for the last 20 or 30 years to really interact and see what the young people of today listen to, or what the young people of today are allowed to listen to. And when I say the young people of today, I'm speaking on the kids, the 3, the 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds. What they listen to. I look at the BET Awards. I look at the videos that are played, and it's pornographic almost. It's really pornographic. And so now here it is. You got these young parents. Now, like I told you, you got nowadays. You got girls that are grandmothers and they still in their 30s. Come on, man. How in the heck can you be a grandmother and you still in your 30s? You're not even 40 years old yet. And I ain't speaking on they got to be 39 or 38. No, they grandparents younger than that. Come on, man. In my day and age coming up, that was unheard of. No. When you mention the term Big Mama or Medea or Grandmama, oh, you was gonna see a big, well, heavy set lady with her wig twisted on side, with the big moo dress on and the fuzzy flip flop shoes, making breakfast on Sundays for the whole family, humming every step of the way. Humming them church hymns, had their church music playing, and was doing their thing. That was Big Mama. That was Grandma. Nowadays, no, you're not finna see that too much. When you say Grandma now, you talk about a girl who just came back from the club at 4 in the morning, partying with her partners, drunk, high off whatever, stumbling in the house at 3, 4 in the morning, with some booty shorts on and a titties hanging out, and with a bunch of fake jewelry on. That's Grandmama. That's Grandmama now. Come on, man. And people wonder why our society is going in the direction that it's going, man. They wonder about that. A lot of people keying on around the nation, they keying on the gangs. Oh, the gangs are doing this. Oh, the gangs are doing that. Oh, the gangs are destroying our neighborhoods. The gangs are doing this, that, and the others. A lot of the gangs are doing that. But it starts in a mindset before you even indoctrinated, before you even put into the gang. You being indoctrinated by other things. I said it once, I say it again. Music, rap music in general, is the biggest influence on our black people of today, on our culture. No matter of fact, not even just black people, on everybody around the world. Music, rap music is one of the biggest influences of today when it comes to that. Now, here it is. I'm old-fashioned, but I was old-fashioned when I was young. I was the type cat, man, listen, when my little 4, 5, 6-year-old daughter was going to the swimming pool, she wasn't finna put on no 2-piece. She wasn't finna put on no 1-piece. I don't give a dang. She was finna put on a t-shirt and some little cut-off short pants. Now, if she didn't want to wear that, she wasn't getting in no water, and her mama knew it. Play with me if she want to. My daughter wasn't getting in no swimming pool half dressed. I wasn't with it. Period. And ain't with it today. You know what I'm saying? So I was an old soul. So if I was an old soul back then, imagine I'm a decrepit old soul now. When you go in our park, South Park, you got the kids running around and they having fun. But you got all type of other people running around. I don't trust none of them. I trust the homies. But all these other people standing around this and that, they don't know what type of sick thoughts going through their mind. So I wasn't never finna subject my daughters to none of that. No, put some little short pants on and a little t-shirt, and you can go get in the water. Whether it was at the YMCA, at the park, or wherever it was at. Then you can go get in the water. I ain't with it. So now, some of the stuff that amazes me, that people of today, they subject their kids to all these outside influences, or they allow their kids to be subjected to all these outside influences, and then they wonder why they daughter at 15 and 16 is down there on Figaro trying to make some money because she heard it in the music. Not only does she see it, but she hears it in the music. And you're going to hear stuff in music way before you outside seeing it, because the music is played in the house when you're just a little bitty kid. So by the time you get to the age to where you can go outside and rip and run up down the street with your little friends, you already have a certain mindset because you done set up and sung all these songs, heard all these songs, memorized all these songs about whatever they talking about. And the music of today, especially the rap music of today, they ain't talking about nothing but DICC, PUSSY, Uh, often Killingn the next person, and you hate me, I hate you, all y'all haters. That's all they talk about. Jury. So now, if this is all they talk about, this is all the young youth coming up want to hear. This is all they want to do. This is all they know. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all sticking with me. Y'all stick with me on this one. Understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I trip, man. I be in the car sometimes, and not I might be with my homeboy, my homegirl, whoever, and they got their little kids in the car. They got the music playing. We going, and they listen to whatever they listening to, and I'm tripping, man. I'm like literally, they got a 4 and 5 year old, a little girl and boy. They in the back seat, and they rapping the song word for word verbatim. And the songs they rap, Sexy Reds and all this old other stuff that they listed to. Put it in my mouth, put it in my butt. You got a big this and that, and woo, woo, woo. And you got your kids sitting in the back seat listening to this, rhyming and rapping it word for word, and you ain't saying nothing to them. You ain't saying, hey, no, stop. And you playing this mess for them. Come on, man. And you wonder why stuff is turning out the way it is. Y'all think, oh, it's going to get better. No, it's not getting better. It's getting worse. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. The music of today is the biggest influence on people. And the music of today it's teaching our young girls how to be prostitutes. It's teaching our young boys how to not care nothing about a woman, kick a woman in the behind, and go shoot, bang, 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 bang. And these little kids, they coming up with that indoctrination in their mind. And you wonder why they doing it. You can't tell them no, stop. They not listening to you. They're hearing it over and over and over. Every song, in every group almost. Then when they go outside, all their little partners, male or female, done heard it, and they bout that life, and they doing it too. You know? Come on, man. You know what? I'm going to take you back. I remember one time, years and years and years ago, I went by my mom's house, and I had a Too Short tape in my pocket. This is back in the 80s, mid 80s. I had a Too Short tape in my pocket. This is when he first came out with that song Freaky Tales. For you youngsters who don't know, y'all go check it out, because I ain't, But y'all remember Freaky Tales? These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I tell so well. And boom, boom, boom. And he went off into talking about all these different women. Now I'm like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? That was the jam back then. When I went in the house with it, my sister, I think, she might have been about 14. She might have been about 14 at the time. I think she was getting ready to go to school. And so I'll go in there and I'm messing with her. I'm talking with her and I'm like, hey, look, hey, check this tape out. Hey, check that new song out. And I threw her the tape. She put the tape in and the Freaky Tales come on. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Freaky Tales. Moms came up the stairs. And she heard it. And my mama immediately bust into the room. Boom. What is that? What are you playing? What kind of music is? And she listened. She said, man, boy, that's your tape, ain't it? She said, I'm like, yeah, mama, that's mine. She said, look, if you don't get that music or whatever you want to call it out my house, don't bring that in here and then have my daughter listen to that stuff. Don't do it. Get it out of here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, I listened to her. I got it up out of there, man. Of course, I was a runaway train. I was mentally reckless myself. One of the, I ain't gonna even lie. Now, y'all gonna think I'm tripping when I say this. One of the best things that ever happened to my youngest sister was me and my sister right up under me going to jail, going to jail. So, and I'm saying that because with me gone and my sister Zena gone, that took the street influence away from my sister, and it left her and my mama just to deal with each other. And it made it easier for my mother to get a handle on her and guide and direct her, because she didn't have her older sister or older brother there with this street gang stuff in her ear. Because I remember around the time about 9 or 10 years old, with my sister looking at us, my youngest one, she wanted to take that route. You know, she wanted to be from the set. She wanted to be from Avalon. She'd come up to the park, I'd run her off. No, get from out of here, no. But she wanted to do it because she see me doing it. So with me going to jail, she don't see that no more. So mom's got a grip on her, which was cool, because right now today, man, my sister, when I tell you I got a sister that's a police, that's her. My sister is the regional director for the California parole system. When you get violated, and she's been doing this for over 30 years. When you get violated on parole and your parole officer got to go to his superiors to have you locked back up, they have to go to her. You know what I'm saying? And I love her, and I'm so glad for her. Very successful, kids raised well. You know what I'm saying? And that was because the outside influences of me and my other sister were removed from her. So that's the same thing that kind of goes on now today, man, with the influences of this crazy music, man. Now they talk about the gang violence and this and that. Okay, the gang violence is there, but it's there umpteen times based on what they hearing. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the shootings and all that, you got an 8 or 9 year old. He want to go get a gun because he heard it in the song. They got guns. They doing drive-bys. They doing this to be tough, to be this and be that. Everybody want to be a rapper. All the kids want to be a rapper. That's what the youngsters in society, that's who they respect, the rappers. Really? And the majority of them fake and scary. They emulating the lifestyle that the real gangsters, the real gangbangers lived. But now every set, if you look at stuff on YouTube when they speak on the different sets in LA, what's the first thing they go to? Who's y'all rapper? Who's y'all rapper? They want to know who's rapping from your set. That's the man. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't have something against all rappers. It depends on what you're rapping about. Now, of course, I'm biased. I got a lot of homies from the set. They rap about, you know what I'm saying? They rap about Avalon and this, that, and the other, and boom, boom, boom. And quite naturally, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first to admit. You know, I'm a little biased when it comes to that. But now, I don't mind my 6-year-old son or daughter listening to one of my little homeboys and they just rapped about Avalon. Is what it is, was what it was, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, or see. But I do have a problem with my 6-year, 7-year-old son or daughter, especially my daughter, listening to people talk about their private parts and what to do with them, when to do it, how to do it, what make it feel good when you do it. You know what I'm saying? So now here it is, my daughter here, whoever they listening to all these female rappers talk about, you know what I'm saying, cucumbers and peaches. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And where to put it, how to put it, when to put it, how long to put it there for. What they gonna lick, what they gonna bite, what they gonna suck, and what they gonna do all of this. Man, no, Man, turn that junk off. Period. Turn it off. No, not in my house, not in my car, none of that. But of course, I don't have little bitty young kids like that. All my kids grown. My grandkids, I have some older ones, some younger ones. They not being subjected to that. Their parents doing pretty good with them. But I'm just speaking on that, man. It's like the State of the Union, you know. Be quiet, cat. What's wrong? You hungry? Hungry? Come here, baby. Oh. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, you don't like that bright light in your face? She don't like that bright light in her face, y'all. Hmm? We look alike. That's my baby. But yeah, man. I lost my train of thought playing with that cat. But that's one of my pet peeves. Not saying it has to be a pet peeve for everybody else. But now, young parents out there, man, especially young homies out there, man, you got these young daughters, man. Don't let them listen to that stuff. Do not let them listen to that stuff because I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it again. Music is one of the strongest things that will hit a young person's mind. If they can hear a song and after the third time hearing it, rap song, regular singing song, whatever, and then they can rap it back to you verbatim. So now that means they took all the lyrics in, whatever's being said, and it's in their mind now. So I mean, if you let a seed sit on the ground long enough, eventually it's gonna grow. If you let that seed sit in their mind long enough, eventually it will grow. So when your daughter pop up 12 and 13-year old and talk about I'm pregnant, ain't no need to get mad. You set the stage for it. Cause you allowed that stage to be set, man. You set the stage for that. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. So now, you to in this day and age, you to the point to where everything that's being played is talking that talk. Okay, well, I'd go out my way for mine not to be able to hear everything that's being played. I don't give a dang. They'll be around here listening to the fifth of Beethoven, fooling with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Anyway, man. I just want to talk about that. I just want to talk about that, man. I see dudes and women, they drive around with they kids, even in a car seat. In the car seat. The ones in the car seat, the little young kids that's 3, 4, 5, 6, jumping around in the back seat or whatever, and they smoking weed like 90 going north. And then had the nerve to it's hot outside, so now they got the windows up. But they got the air conditioner on and they think it's cool. But you have a child back here in a car seat, and you have 4 and 5-year-olds or whatever old they are sitting in the car, and you blowing weed. You could care less that they smoking. They're literally smoking weed with you. They are literally smoking weed with you. You got the windows up and the air conditioner on. The weed is going all the way around. And you wonder why your kids don't do nothing but sit in the corner and look at each other all day. Because you destroying their brain cells at a young age. You know what I'm saying? He 5 and still don't know his ABCs. Because you done had him sucking up weed smoke since he was 2. Come on, man. Got to do better. Stop looking to blame everything else on somebody else, man, and look at yourself. Look what you doing. Look what you got going on. I ain't raising no kids. But it's a whole lot of y'all out there that's raising them. Whole lot of y'all out there that's raising them. Yeah, that junk they play on the radios, that junk, what they call music up to date, the majority of it, I don't want spit to do with it. No, I don't want nothing to do with it. But anyway, man, before y'all jump in the comments with all these old excuses, just think about it now. Think about it. Y'all think about it. And then get back with me, man. Listen, I know I ain't been going live. I'm going live this Sunday. This coming Sunday, man. Today is, what is today? Today is, I think, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 22, 23, 24, 20. I think today is Thursday the 25th. This coming Sunday, you see Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 25, 26. So I believe, okay, this Sunday is the 28th, I think. We're going to be going live, man. All y'all out there, because I had a lot of people jumping in the comments. Toon, we need to go live, man. We need to talk about this and that. Well, I'm going to be there, man. I'm going to be there. Come on in. Y'all come on in. I'm going to put the link in the description. Boom. Whoever want to come on, ask questions, want to talk about anything, come on. It's a lot of people out there that been I need to talk to you. Well, come on and talk. If you cool with me, come on and talk. If you beefing with me, come on and talk. Let's get your grievances out. I ain't got a problem with whoever you are. I will give you a chance to come on and say whatever you have to say. Ask me whatever you want to know. A lot of y'all figure, well, too, you ain't been answering my question. Okay, well, come on over here and ask it, and then I will answer it. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe it's going to be this Sunday, the 28th. I could be wrong. I probably might have a math off, but y'all know when I get out at 8 o'clock Central Time, which is the South, which will be 9 o'clock East Coast Time, New York and all that, and 6 o'clock West Coast Time, LA and all that. So, man, be here, be there, or be square, man. Barbecue or meal do. Come on up out of here, man, and stop listening to that garbage music, man. Letting your kids hear that stuff, man. It's me, your big partner, man, Cartoon 5-3. I represent the gangsters. Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace. Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie.